To third time is a charm. I've already tried doing this 2 times and my computer is frozen on me 2 times. It's quite annoying. So, welcome to the 13th episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona and I'm a knitter from Toronto, and welcome to my corner of the knitting world. I'm going to kind of breeze through this because I've done it so many times. I'm afraid my computer's going to freeze on me. So I have two works in progress and a new project plus some acquisitions. So project number 1, Strangling Vine Socks by Karen Burr. Okay. And I'll probably just type in what everything is made out of. So from last week, I finished the heel and I'm about halfway up the foot. My next project that I worked on was my gilded socks. It's just a plain vanilla socks on a high sharp 9-inch circulars. The yarn is by the Cozy Knitter on her Bliss base. I've done probably about half a stripe since then, but any progress is still progress. So, see? Okay. Project number 3 is my new cast on. The pattern is by Mina Phillips. It's from her New York sock collection. Okay, I did that again. It's from her New York sock collection that just started for July. So the name of the pattern is the Yorkville Socks. The yarn that I'm using is my own yarn. The colorway is Sweet Peach. So that's the yarn that I'm using. And here's the sock so far. I started this on Saturday night. I still have to even put it in my Ravelry. So I'm doing the pattern on just the front of the foot, and the back is just going to be plain. Obviously, I'm doing it cuff down. She does give the pattern in toe up as well, but I've never really been that comfortable with doing toe up because honestly I think it's because I don't like the cuffs when I do it. I can't do it properly and it looks weird to me, so cuff down is my way to go for my socks. So that takes care of all of my actual works in progress. I didn't do anything on the behind the scenes shawls that I was doing. I hope to do more progress on it today and next week because it is supposed to be finished by July 15th. So when I say I'm going through this quickly, I really am, because that's it for my works in projects. My works in progress is the word I was looking for. So now I had gotten one new thing this week, yarn related. I have dyed a little bit more this week, and I'm just in case, take this out of the bag, because I don't know if this is what's freezing, because every time I put it up on the screen, that's when my screen freezes, which doesn't really make any sense, but it is. So I got yarn from No Makers. Sorry, this is the Wonder Woman colorway. It's in her house known base in the colorway Wonder Woman. So I'm excited to use that. I will hopefully knit a pair of socks sometime during the summer for the knit alongs, there are 2 knit alongs, one by Crochet One and Knit 2, which is a sock knit along. The other one is from the Canadian Knitter, and it's basically either knit a Canadian design or a Canadian yarn. So I got pretty much the summer to do that. So hopefully we'll see what kind of Canadian project I will do with this one. The other ones that I've done are yarns that I've dyed. I will start with, we'll start with this one. So a few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, I dyed a variegated blue, but I didn't really like the color as what it turned out. But I forgot what I was originally planning to do, and so I just over-dyed it in black, and that was not my full intention. So, as you can quite clearly see, that is the new one. I will see if I can insert a picture of the original color of it, but the gray that you see there, that is actually a mini skein that I dyed. It's a 25 gram, which I think works out quite well for what I want to do with it. Check it out. So, it basically, I did 3 mini skeins and 2 full, overdyed 1 skein and did a full skein. So let me just show you what this would be like. Ugh, that is not as neat as I wanted it to be, but that's okay. So this is, it's not really, I guess it's bigger than a mini skein, but it's enough for cuff, toes, and heels, I believe. So that's how I wanted it with this, so I know exactly which one to use it with. So I think I'm going to call this one Deep Ocean because of the varying shades of blue, and it got a little bit of grays in it, and I kind of like that. So that's my color name for it. Deep Ocean with a brownish gray heel cuffs and toes. With my Candy Drama, the self-striping I made, I added a pink. This is me trying out the pink. Hold on a second. Headphones getting a bit tangled here. It was my first attempt with the pink yarn, not the pink yarn, the pink dye that I got. So this is not Kool-Aid, but this is like the actual pink, and I just wanted to see what it would look like. And honestly, this is a lot girly, as girly pink as I could have imagined it could have possibly turned out. So here it is so far. So these two go together with a Candy Drama. I think I got the pinks pretty good considering. I think it would work well for the heel cuffs and toes, like how I have it. But let's put it aside. It's like, I don't know, but the original color has a little, I don't know if you can see. It's a little bit more, I don't know, like a little bit darker and not as pale. But it was my first attempt with this one, so I'll see how well I like it. It will work fine with these socks. I'm not too worried about it. So, and because I'm planning on doing them together, they get wrapped together. And hopefully a better job than that after. Sorry, one moment. There we go. Okay. The other yarn I did not restart. I'll show off the mini skein. So I just really wanted a light gray, and I had done this one and this one at the same time. But the funny thing is, as soon as this hit the water, as soon as this hit the dye, this is exactly what I wanted. So it basically went in the water and came right out of the water. So you can see the difference between the first gray and the second gray. So this one down here at the bottom was in there for a lot longer. This one was in there for not even a minute. So they turned out pretty nice. I don't know what I'm going to be using the light gray with, but I did it anyways. So I guess because I had an extra. My last one that I did, I did not have a full idea for it, and I did not reskein it, so it's still in his just dyed state. It's not as pretty. And, hold on. So, honestly, when I try and skein it up, it very easily gets into a tangle, but it's okay for now. So this looks messy. So, there's this now. I did another, this one was the same light pink that I did for that mini skein, and I overdyed it with some brown. It kind of looks like that antique rose color that I did, but not quite because there's a lot more pinks in it. But the browns really do stand out, and this is me trying out the brown. So I've decided to call this Spilt Coffee, because that is really, it looks like I spilled coffee on it. Maybe coffee with a lot of milk, but it still looks like I spilled coffee on it. I really do like the way that looks. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that yet, but yeah, it's going in the collection, and we'll see what happens with that. One last thing from the No Makers I forgot to show off was my tote bag, which I ordered with the yarn. So, there you go. It was like $6 for it. I think it was in her garage sale. Like, she was selling them out as quickly as possible. But that's okay. I really wanted it. It was a good deal, and my yarn didn't have to travel by itself. So that's it for all of my yarn or knitting related stash enhancements. The only other thing that I got was, I guess there's a little story behind it. On Friday, I opened up my email and I saw, I think it was a 55% off coupon from Michaels. I technically work for the company, but I wasn't going to work and I was not going to spend my bus fare to get there. So I asked my mother if she was going anywhere in the vicinity of a Michaels, and she said yes. So I basically dragged her into the Michaels store with me because there was one thing that I wanted, and with a 55% off coupon, it really made it, a good deal. So I went into the store I knew what section it was in, but it was not the location that I worked at, so it took me a while to find a section, and I even had an employee saying, I don't think it's there. I'm like, no, I know where it is in this section, I just don't know where that section is in your store. So I went in, I found exactly what I wanted, and I was up at the cash register looking around for my mother, couldn't find her anywhere. I actually had to call her on her phone to say, I'm at the cash register, I'm about to pay, and I'm ready to go. So, what I got? Tombow let's try this again. Tombow Dual Brush Pens. I really do like them. It's perfect for my bullet journal. And I like the fact that you got one side, if you look on the back, you can see one side is perfect for writing with. The other one is for doing brush pen, which is, you can do it kind of like calligraphy. And the others, but the thing is, it also doubles well as a highlighter if you really needed it to. So that was one of the things I was looking forward to. The only thing is that when I was looking, there's a YouTuber that I watch called Boho Berry, and she uses this beautiful teal color as one of her highlight colors for her bullet journal, and that's the color I was trying to find. So I was thinking if it was in the maybe in a pastel set. I looked at since I was at work before I came, I looked at my store and we did not carry it at all. And I even stood in the store and I looked online and there's no pastel set, much to my dismay. But I'm going to keep a lookout for that color because I really do like it. But I definitely like this, and I spent less than $20 for it. So this will get a lot of love and a lot of use. So I'm looking forward to using that. I really do think this is going to be the shortest episode to date. I've got nothing really happening. My mom and my brother will leave for New York this week. My dad and my other siblings and my stepmom leave for the States this week as well. So I'm pretty much the only person in my house who is not leaving on vacation. Oh, woe is me. I'll survive. But I'm assuming they're going to have a great time where they're going. So I'm going to miss them. That means I don't get to see them. My younger siblings, I don't get to see them this week. So I'd have to wait till the week after. But I get to see my mom up until the end of this week. And then she's gone for a week with my other brother and, comes back in the next week. So it's not going to be too bad. And if I want to, I can just pick up the phone and call them all. So that is pretty much it. I don't have anything else upcoming. Nothing else to really talk about. The only thing I really want to do is I really want to go and have a nap, but I don't have time for that today because if I go to sleep, I'm going to sleep hard until like 7 o'clock tonight, which makes it really inconvenient. I got knitting tonight. I have to watch a couple of my friends' children for a little bit until my aunt comes home. So me sleeping while they're playing doesn't really seem very conducive. So I got to work on staying awake. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you to everybody who watched the video last week, especially when it reached the point that my sister was singing, and the wonderful compliments that you guys gave. It actually boosted her confidence when I told her about it. So she's like, a little bit more excited. I found out though, she had a recital I think on Wednesday, and her first announcement at the beginning of her singing was, "My voice is almost gone, so it's not going to sound like how I wanted it to." Because apparently after singing with me, she threw out her voice. I didn't even know she could do that. Not yet, but I guess because her voice is still very, very young and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. But she did her recital, and she sang about that computer cat again. I heard her sing that song before. I think it's a big pun on cats and mouses. Mouses for computers and cats and mouses in real life. So, there's that. Otherwise, here's something. I don't know if anybody watches Jane the Virgin. I just finished season 3. Oh my gosh, I went through amazement as the season progressed. I was shocked when they had that mid-season finale because it felt like a completely new season. I am looking forward to season 4. Unfortunately, I have to wait till October to get to see it because I have other people who are there yeah, we know nothing else till October. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. So it's basically going back and watching other shows that I guess I wanted to catch up on. So for Netflix, I finished Jane the Virgin. I finished, is it One Step at a Time? That was one of the shows that I watched. That's done for now. I gotta wait for the next season. So I guess the only thing I'm watching right now is Supernatural. Yeah, because I feel left out. And, no, not necessarily left out. I wanted to watch the show from the beginning, but I never, number one, I don't get CW. It's not a channel I actually get. My other shows that I watch that do come on CW come on Canadian affiliates, and I'm good with that. I have no idea what channel Supernatural ever came on, and so I just never watched it. But it's one of those shows that I feel like I need to watch from the very beginning. So right now I'm halfway through season 2, and I got a long way to go. So I'm watching that through Netflix. Every once in a while I'll watch an episode when I can, and now I got time to watch it because Jane the Virgin is done. So that is it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I think this is going to be the shortest episode to date, and I have nothing to throw up at the end of it, but that's okay. So I will see you all next week, hopefully, and happy knitting. Bye.